We paused this conversation in divisional playoff weekend to discuss a team that came close to making it, didn't make it, and now has to turn their attention to what do they do with their quarterback, who is supremely talented, who is a former MVP, and who is staring at a franchise tag because, as it appears, wants a contract fully guaranteed that ownership and management is not willing to give him. We're talking, of course, about Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. And as I have said over the last week plus, any other situation, you would feel like the quarterback and the team is done with each other. And, I can't wait to get to the combine because that's where everybody talks. I mean, when I say everybody talks, everybody talks. Some scouts you've never met, some people in organizations you never met, and you get one drink at the bar and off to the races they go. Or agents or this or that. And I hear chatter coming out of the Mid-Atlantic that says, all's going to be fine. And then the other one is like, this is dumpster fire. And the management team, coach and general manager, met with the media yesterday. And once again, the Baltimore Ravens put the sunniest possible spin on the situation. Or it's not spin at all. This is truly the way it is. And in the NFL, it's so tough to believe something is the way it is. Sometimes. But John Harbaugh and Eric DeCosta, head coach, general manager of the Ravens, spoke again about Lamar Jackson yesterday, that he's their guy. And I think Harbaugh said he's crossing his fingers and his toes, that that everything works out with this contract.
Yeah, crossing all 10 fingers.
He's going to stay. Yeah. It's going to happen. And this soundbite from the general manager is what sets my spidey sense off still. Still. By the way, this is after the players, to a man, essentially, said Lamar's our guy. He's walking around limping. He couldn't go. He was sick. That's why he wasn't there for his teammates. If he could have been there, he would have been there. He couldn't have been there, so that's why he wasn't. And boy, I hope he comes back. And so
why can't we just take it
as it is?
As it is. And I mean, because I know you're not like digging for it, but like maybe
the reason why is just listen to this answer from the general manager of the Baltimore Ravens when asked if Lamar didn't play because it was a contractual situation. Because again, players in the NFL want fully guaranteed money. You cannot blame them for that. You can't. I will just use the most extreme example. Damar Hamlin.
Yeah.
Period. End of story. And he's not even fully vested for pensions and things like that.
Medical.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to happen on the next snap. And so you want your money and you want it guaranteed. So bless the Browns. They went ahead and gave Deshaun Watson, with everything going on in his life, $230 million, all guaranteed. And we still haven't heard the exact money confirmed that was put on the table that Lamar wants put on the table, that he's fine, fully guaranteed. I'm yours, I'm signed, sealed, delivered, all that. Still haven't heard that. But in the NFL, when a player doesn't get the contract he's looking for, then I have heard many situations where they're like, I'm hurt. I'm not going to go and put on the brace. I'm not going to go and take a shot. I'm not going to do it. They're not putting it out there for me, so I go out there. As RG3 said, he put on a brace and he made a mistake and his whole career changed because of it. That's the general sense of things. So it's a legit question to ask of the general manager. Was your guy hurt, or is it contractual? Here is the answer.
Because Lamar Jackson didn't have a guaranteed long-term deal, that played in part of his reason for not playing. Do you feel Lamar's absence throughout the 6 games, where was that contract related whatsoever?
I mean, Lamar could speak to that, but my feeling is no. I think Lamar was hurt. We see him every single day, Jameson. He's hurt. And his unique style as a player, as a quarterback, but as a mobile quarterback, as really a freaky type of athlete out there on the field, having a knee injury, a serious knee injury, makes it difficult. And so just unfortunate, that he got hurt, the timing of it. I know he was trying to come back. We'd see him daily. I've spent a lot of time over the last 2 years down in the training room. And, Lamar, along with a lot of other guys, were trying to get back and play. And it was just bad timing, and I think bad luck for us and bad luck for Lamar.
It was bad luck. There's no question about it. They're such a better team with him. But the thing that sets me off is, like, we got to ask Lamar that. That's number one. And then number two, I think he was hurt. Is it on the MRI or is it not?
Yeah, do you know? You should know for a fact that he's hurt.
I mean, unless he didn't go in the tube. Did he not go in the tube? Get the pictures taken of his knee. That's what sets the spidey sense off. Something like there. And I'll say this. If they wind up trading Lamar Jackson, these two guys, Harbaugh and DeCosta, deserve an award with the rest of the locker room to keep anything that brought about the trade, whatever it was, and when it'll not come out from the Ravens. They'll end up saying they decided to go in a different direction, or ask Lamar, and Lamar will go to his next spot and he'll be happy and say that's the past, and there'll be a 30 for 30 on it and a deep dive somewhere where it all comes out or something like that. But this is either A, absolutely the way the team feels, and I'm just telling you how I feel, how I'm seeing it, and how I'm reading it. And he winds up signing a long-term contract, and then we'll see how he plays, right? Then we'll see who the new offensive coordinator is going there, because Greg Roman is gone. The guy who Ravens turn to and say, let's change our entire playbook around midstream in a season and turn him into an MVP candidate, which is exactly what happened in 2018 and 2019. That's exactly what happened. To show how he can win football games and play at an incredibly high level in a style and a manner that few other teams even attempt and be successful at, like they are. And by the way, they almost won the football game without Lamar on Sunday. Let's not lose sight of that. How good a team it is to build, that's been built, and how well it is coached. Truly. To almost go into Cincinnati, a team that can easily win in Buffalo this week and easily spoil the Kansas City Chiefs party just like last year. We all know that. And the Ravens almost knocked them out with their backup quarterback. So what I'm saying is, it is possible that they do feel this way, and my spidey sense is way off, and then I'll come on this air and say my spidey sense was way off. But I feel he was hurt. I mean, there's an MRI. There's a training staff that looks at his knee. Like, is it a 2? Is it a 3? What is the strain? Like, what do we got here? They know. Lamar knows. He tweeted it out. Okay. A 3 is a total tear of your knee. I mean, like, that's a tear of your knee. You've torn your ligament. You need surgery for that. You're not playing with that. I get it. So all I'm saying is, let's see how it all plays out. And the combine is going to come, and I'm sure I'll hear from people. You are off. You are way off. Or you're on. That's what people are going to say.
Yeah.
I've been there before. It's my 20th combine. It's coming. But the Ravens have gone through this year with Lamar not having the contract that he wanted. The team didn't give it to him. He got hurt. That's the exact things. What's going to happen if he gets hurt? What happens? Well, what happened was he didn't play the last 6 games. They lost in the playoffs. They got one and done. And now what? Now what? Didn't DeCosta say it takes two to tango or something like that?
Takes two to tango about contract.
They want him.
negotiations.
They love him. They think that they can win with him. They want him back. They want him as the face of their franchise. But you got to ask Lamar if it was money or it was hurt. I think he was hurt, says the general manager, who no doubt was told by a training staff what an MRI said. I mean, these are facts, and And the Ravens choose to play it this way, or they want to have it this way, however you want to term it, that this guy could still be traded. And if they do, they're going to get max value because they haven't let a hint hit the fan. Not a hint of it, which is amazing. Or they really feel this way about him, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Because this year was totally a disappointing finish. Lamar's not signing a long-term contract. What's going to happen this year? Well, what's going to happen is they're going to win a lot. Then he's going to get hurt. They're not going to have him for the rest of the year. Offensive coordinator gets fired. You get one and done. That's not the Ravens picture that they wanted to have come back from the old school dark room. So that's my take on that. I heard that yesterday. I'm like, oh, really? Okay. I hope I'm wrong for my Ravens friends. I hope I'm wrong. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.